Hey guys, I'm back with another tutorial, and today we are going to be talking about how to animate the character. That means how to get it running, how to get it jumping, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, last video I showed you guys how to get the mouth going. You need a switch layer, and by the way, let me tell you something else you can do with the switch layer. Because if you wanted to make, say, like different perspectives with your character, like you wanted to make the back, the front, the left, the right, you know what I'm saying? You would use a switch layer and you would put the different perspectives into that layer. And I'm going to show you how you group all of these layers into one layer, basically. And here's how you do it. So we have our character created. All right. Now we need to group all of this into one layer. How do we do that? Now looking at this, you go into layers and you see group here. You might say, oh, it's the group layer. No, not the group layer. You could do that, but it wouldn't animate. You don't want the group layer. You want the bone layer. Select the bone layer. All right. So now we can name our character something. Let's just name him, let's say Jim. Let's name him Jim. So I'm going to select the bone layer. Once you have your bone layer, you want to name it something. So I'm going to name it Jim because that's what I want to name the character. All right. Now, I want to select all of these layers. Now, there's an easy way to do this. Oh, what is this? Close that. And I want to select all of these layers here. You want to hold down Shift. Once you click it, hold down Shift, go all the way down, and look, it selects all the layers for you. Now, it's only a matter of simply dragging all the layers into the bone layer. And look at that. Now, if we come here and we go to the layer tool, the transform layer tool, you can see that the character is one layer now. All right. Okay, so now we want to get it moving. We want to add bones to, that's why it's called a bone layer, because we're adding bones to the character. We're adding bones to the individual layers within the bone layer. Okay, you get it? So what we're going to do is we are going to come here where it says bone, where it says add bone. You want to go there, select the add bone tool, and you want, be sure you do this, the body portion of the character must be animated. It must be the first thing you do. All the bones must be connected to this bone. This is like the control bone or the hound bone, whatever you want to call it. This bone is controlling the character. This is what's going to allow the character to move and so on. Be sure that this bone is the first thing you do. And be sure that all bones connect to it. All right. So I'm going to select this bone right here. All right. All right. We got that bone. That's the body bone. Now we need one for the neck. All right. We have one for the neck. Go to the head. So there's one for the head. Now, before you just add one to the arm, because we got to add one to the arm, hold it. There's one thing you got to do. You can see that the bone is highlighted because that's the bone we're on. That red mark up there, you see that is the bone that we are currently on. Now, the reason why this is important is because, where's that tool? Where is it? Okay, as you can see here, these little lines, if you go to this little tool here with parent bone, you can see that the bones are connected to the hound bone. That's what we want. So you want to go back to select bone, select this bone. You want to select that bone. Actually, you want to select the neck. Select the neck, and you want to go back to adding bones, basically. All right, so add bone there, add bone here, and so on. All right, go back, do the same thing. Go to the neck, add bone here. To the other arm, we're adding it to the other arm. Every single layer has to have a bone. Add bone to the other arm, just like we did with this one. And oh, I can't really see down there. See. Let's see. Need to find that hand. I can't see that hand. Okay. Okay, that's where it's at. I'm gonna try to get it, you know. So I'm going to add the bone here. Now we want to go back to the body. Very important. Go back to the body and select the hound bone. Okay. Now we have the hound bone selected. We just want to go down where the butt area is. Go here. Down to the leg. Down to the second leg. And down to the suit. Now select the butt bone, right, and do the same thing. Down the leg. Hold up. You want to try to get it at a good. You want to try to get the right one. Down the leg. Get it on the particular layer you want it on, and down this one, and down the shoe. Okay, now if I go back here to with parent bone, you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see all the bones are kind of connected. You see that, right? You see the structure and how things are. All right, that is very important. Now, if we try to come and animate our character, let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. That's not supposed to be happening, huh? Well, here's the problem. The bones don't know which layer to connect to. The bones are trying to connect to so many layers, it doesn't know which one to connect to, which layer is supposed to be assigned to. How do you fix that? Well, first, we want to go back here to select bone. That's going to put our character back how he was. And we want to go through every single layer. You want to select the mouth. That's the first layer. All right. Now, you just want to go to bind layer. See where it says bone in the bone section? It says bind layer. You bind the mouth to the head because the mouth is on the head, located on the head. You bind, let's see, you bind the head to that particular bone at the top there, you know. You bind that bone to the head. Same with the mouth. All right, hand, you bind that to the hand. You know, this particular bone needs to be bound to the hand, right? Okay, let's see, arm, okay, so on. You get this. You guys are getting this. I'm just binding the layers to their particular bone, the bone I want them to be bound to, right? Okay, shoe. All right. And be sure that none of the layers are bound to the same bone. Be sure they're all different. That's why you made all these bones here. Okay, thigh. There's the thigh. Butt. One for the butt. All right. Leg. It's very easy. It's pretty easy. Neck. That's where the neck goes. Hand. That should be hand right there. Arm. Right there. Another arm. And here we are. Now if we go back and animate our character, go to manipulate bones. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Now, you see that problem with the legs? You would have to go back and adjust that to fix that. That happens all the time. Sometimes the legs don't come out the way you want them to when you animate them, so you have to go back and kind of fool around with it a little bit. But for the most part, our character is moving. The head is moving. That shouldn't be happening. That should not be happening. And here's what we messed up on. The arms are bound to the neck, because if you look here, the arms are not connected to the body. They're connected to the neck. That was my mistake. We shouldn't have done that. But there's a way to fix that. Don't worry. Okay, you just come here, select the bone, and hold up. Yeah. You just do that. Select the bone and make it yield to the body. That's what you want to do. And as you can see, it's now selected to the body. So when you animate it, there we go. That's how we want things to be. That's better. All right. All right. So here we go. Our character is animated now. He's moving around. His legs have a few problems, but for the most part, our character is animated. We're going to fix those legs. And what you want to do is pretty simple with the legs. You just want to come and into the program. Come into the layer, the bone layer, and find the legs you need to change. And you just want to change it. So let's say I can say leg 1. Where's leg 1? Right here. All right. Now I can adjust what needs to be adjusted by taking the transform point tool and like just adjusting what needs to be changed. All right. And this is not going to be perfect. I don't have a lot of time to waste with this, so I'm going to make it snappy, but I'm just showing you the things you can do to make it better, basically. So let's just check that leg out. Okay, let's see what happens. That's much better, huh? You see how much better that is? Much better. I could do the same for this leg, but for time's sake, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, you guys can fix it on your character, but because this is just an example, it's not necessary. You know, I'm probably going to get rid of this character once I'm done. And you can see things going on with the arms. I would have to fix that, but again, it's not necessary. It's fine. He's fine. He's functional. That's all that matters. Okay. All right. So we have our character, and that's all for the next video. We will finish the next video, and we'll be talking about backgrounds and a few other things. So, all right, you guys have a good day, and I will see you later.